Right now I have Shannon Gunn on the line, and she's doing Jazz for Justice Saturday night at George Mason University, and I've got to put the phone up and get her to talk. Shannon, welcome to WPFW.
Thank you.
So tell us about what's going to be happening with this performance on Saturday, Jazz for Justice.
Well, Jazz for Justice is a concert that is a fundraiser for legal aid and jazz studies programs. So the concert is a fundraiser, but it's also a really beautiful event that brings the legal community and the music community together to be able to promote jazz, promote music education, help close the justice gap, and support pro bono legal services for low-income individuals.
Sounds really incredible. Who will be performing with you on the concert?
Well, I'm not performing.
Oh.
This is a nonprofit.
Okay.
That I run called Jazz for Justice, and Jazz for Justice creates the partnerships. And so George Mason University is presenting the music, and it's a partnership with Legal Services of Northern Virginia. So legal services is pro bono legal services for those low-income individuals for civil cases, not criminal cases, but the civil cases, domestic violence, landlord-tenant disputes, any kind of civil case. If somebody needs help with their case, they can go to Legal Services of Northern Virginia for help. And this is a Virginia concert.
Well, this is really incredible. How'd you get tied in doing this?
I began 5 years ago assisting as a program assistant, and I sort of continued along with it. I'm volunteering as essentially executive director role, and I just really have a passion for social justice. I think you can see I like to utilize my platform as an artist to help make change in the world. So this is one of the things that I do that it's really a beautiful thing. I really think Jazz for Justice is one of the best things going for jazz right now. It's going to be a great show. There's going to be a lot of people there. Very safe because you have to be vaccinated to go in and or show a negative test for your COVID. And so it's just a really great thing. I like creating partnerships. I like working with lawyers. And I like doing this. This is a great project to be involved in.
Mm-hmm. And also, though, I want to talk a little bit about you as a musician and as a trombonist, and how you got started on your instrument.
Well, I was in 6th grade, and if you've ever met me, you know I'm about 6 feet tall. And in 6th grade, I was the tallest kid in the class.
Wow!
And my band director said to me, "You got long arms. Play trombone."
Okay. Wow. Well, that's awesome. And why did you continue it from the 6th grade onward?
I've always played in the big bands and through middle school, high school, college, and beyond. So it's really that big band has pulled me through, and I absolutely love rehearsing big bands. I love playing in big bands. I love big bands.
Mm-hmm. And in terms of your own music, your compositions, how do you approach that? I'm going to be playing some of your music when we get finished with the interview.
Oh, thank you. I am a composer, and I just sit down at the keyboard. I've done a lot of keyboard this year in the pandemic and hammer things out. I take a lot of inspiration from people. Almost everything I write is about a person or inspired by a person. And I love being able to express what you cannot say through music. You may not be able to say it out loud, but you can say it with instruments. So I think that that's a beautiful thing, and I look at jazz as a freedom of expression.
I actually have queued up as for one of the pieces I'll be playing is "Babes in Cages Are Not Okay." What's the genesis of that? I think I know, but I'd like to hear it from you.
Yes, so that was inspired by the Trump administration's usage of cages to hold children who were brought over by their parents unknowingly knowing where they would be going. And it's absolutely horrific what those children have been through, and I don't even, I don't know if I can talk about it.
Okay,
I just feel really upset about
Sure, of
it. I
course.
got really upset. So that's what that's about.
Well, I got your album introducing the Bullets also, and I have In the Wee Small Hours of the Morning queued up also. So you had a large ensemble there of all woman instrumentalists. But I see a Bernie Robier there.
One guy on
One
the bass
guy.
trombone.
Okay. But what a lineup. Sarah Hughes, Lee Pilzer, Amy K. Bormet. I mean, it's really, Amy Shook. What a lineup. It was quite a big band.
Yeah, and that song is featuring, I believe, Jen Krupa on the trombone.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna run those two together when we get through. So give us again the information about the Jazz for Justice performance on Saturday. Now people can get tickets.
Thank you so much, Rusty, for having me. Jazz for Justice is on Saturday, November 20th at the Center for the Arts at George Mason University, featuring the George Mason University Jazz Ensemble and Vocal Jazz Ensemble. And you can get tickets at you can go to the Jazz for Justice website, and then within the event, we have a link up there. So it's www.jazzforjustice.com.
And before we get into the music, one final question, because I've asked every musician that I've interviewed lately, how have you handled the pandemic? What did you do when everything was shut down?
I have still continued to perform and practice. In fact, I'm at a really nice level of busyness. I have a lot of gigs coming out of it. And then while I was in the pandemic, I still played every day. I still created music. I'm doing a lot more producing now, mixing and mastering, and a little bit with the technology, more tech-oriented stuff by myself. And then I'm gearing up to do some recordings in the future, very near future.
Well, when you get them produced and finished, we'll come back for another interview and feature the recordings. And again, I want to thank you for what you're doing with your programs and for your music. And again, urging people to get out to George Mason for this Jazz for Justice concert. So what we're going to do is in the wee small hours with your Bullets. Am I pronouncing the Bullets correctly?
Yes,
the Bullets. And
yes,
and then from Guns A-Blazing, Babes in Cages Are Not Okay.
Yes.
Shannon Gunn, thanks again for calling us tonight.
All right, thank you so much. It's great to talk to you.
We'll catch you later now.
All right, thank you.